Okay. Namaskara. Good evening, everybody, and a very warm welcome to this edition of Aspiring Wisdom, Thursday Satsang that was started by the founder of the School of Ancient Wisdom, Marmanese, many moons ago. So before we start off, may I request Swati to say the school prayer?
Good evening, everyone. O hidden life, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. O hidden love, embracing all in oneness. May each who feels himself as one with thee know he is also one with every other. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. Good evening, everybody. I'll be a host for today. My name is Ramesh Arke. And before we continue, let us connect with our own higher selves that connects all of us. Let us request our own higher self that we get the best value from the satsang and that our inner world, the connection with our inner world and our higher self, our inner guru, is strengthened. And we become a better person every day, which is what Ma Manise would always ask us to do. Just be a better person every day. Please sit straight with your back, neck, and head aligned. Take a nice deep breath. Let go. Forget all that's happened today, your busy schedules. We've now come to a safe space of inner quietude. Observe the overpowering experience of silence inside. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Gurat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. It is this silence that is the language of the soul that connects all of us. So, today's satsang is about the inner child therapy and sound healing. Rati ji and Shilpa ji will be conducting the satsang, and the format is that we'll be on silent mode till they finish, after which it will be open for question and answer. And before I forget, I must also say that next Thursday I wouldn't be available because we're doing the puja for our new home. Just want to let you all know that I wouldn't be around next Thursday in case I forget to tell you all later. Just for one Thursday. So over to you, Rati ji and Shilpa ji. Please introduce yourselves.
Can you unmute?
Are you able to unmute? We can't hear you, Shilpa ji. We can see that you're talking, but we can't hear you. Is she audible? I'm not able to hear her. No, still muted.
Ratiji, can you please try?
Is everyone able to hear me?
Yes, we are able to hear you. Shilpaji, can you please pick up? No, we are not able to hear you.
Technical problem. Maybe Rati ji can start till Shilpa ji's technical problem is resolved. Probably you can even restart if nothing else works. Technology is only advanced that much, so it can't reset itself if it doesn't work sometimes. Reminds us of the power of who we are as a soul, and not this body.
Very true.
At times like this, we must remind ourselves. Sometimes a pause, even if it might seem like an unplanned pause in a program, is an excellent opportunity for us to look within ourselves at what happens. Is there a discomfort because things are not going the way it should? Is there a feeling of making the system wrong, or thinking something is not right? It's good to observe all this, because that will really give us a key to become mindful and truthful, and also, in due course, more loving. So while Shilpaji comes back on track, let us intend.
Yes. Hello.
Great.
Can you hear me now?
Namaste ji.
Namaste.
Very loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you. Glad. Yes. You were saying something. Please go ahead.
No, I was just saying, at moments like this, when things don't seem to work, many of us subtly within can feel that something is wrong, or some people can get upset, or some people can think that, then can become a little tense. But it is actually moments like this where, as seekers, we have to take this excellent opportunity to become mindful and intend. Suppose we all together intend that Shilpaji's audio connection comes back and she returns quickly. I have experienced it multiple times in various fora, and group intention also. Things start to work much faster. It's amazing. Your connection with the divine is strengthened. That is what. Over to you, Shilpa.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. I'm really grateful for having me here. And me and Rati, myself and Rati, are going ahead and doing a workshop, which is for inner child, awareness of an inner child. And she's also going to be doing sound therapy to help people be actualize that state and be in the relaxed state of mind pre the session and post the session. So this is what we are looking into, taking people to a relaxed state of mind where they can come in between the conscious and the subconscious, to be the bridge between that point between the conscious and the subconscious, where they can have access to themselves, deep within themselves, and from which they can have higher awareness. When you have greater awareness, it means greater grounding and greater living in life, a more grounded presence of ourselves, which helps us to live our daily lives and makes our living generally peaceful. Away. So, for example, if someone is experiencing anxiety, frequent anxiety, and this is just a example that I'm giving. Someone is having fear and frequent bouts of fear for no reason, or whenever, for example, they want to do something, they feel they're jinxed and they won't be able to do this anymore. Sometimes all these answers lie within us, even though we go in for counseling, or we go in to help, or to ask others for help. What happened, how can I fix this, how can I do this? But a lot of times all these answers lie within us. Actually, every time, the more we get in touch with ourselves, the more we blossom. So for example, as I was saying, when you think about fear, and I have had patients who have this fear for no reason, for no apparent reason, and they feel, yes, I am feeling fear and I'm not able to move. I'm feeling frozen. I don't know why, but I'm sure this whatever I'm doing is not going to work out. And without finding a solution, they stay stuck in the problem, which gives rise to more misery. And when we actually unwind ourselves and we look within, there is somewhere, there is somewhere within ourselves that we had this first experience of being jinxed, or we felt we were jinxed. So when we find that out ourselves, it is more, and we neutralize that emotion, that energy, what we felt earlier. We kind of stop taking the same energy forward. This is what inner child does. So it's just the awareness of where we experienced it first. And all of us carry our childhood within us, all of us. Some parts remembered, some parts not in our conscious memory, but definitely in our subconscious memory. So when we access the subconscious memory, and that comes to surface, and a lot of things get uncovered with our knowledge, without our knowledge. So this is what we intend to do to bring in more awareness to everyone who volunteers to come into this session, so that they can live a more fulfilled life. And over to Rati.
Amazing.
And she would like to
Amazing.
explain about the
Yeah,
sound
amazing.
healing.
We'd love to hear.
Thank you.
Could you also give a
Hi,
little
everyone.
introduction about yourself?
Yes, Shilpa, just give a brief introduction about yourself. Then we'll do the PPT, and then people will be able to take it better.
Yes, just a second. I think I have a PPT on the thing which describes. Let me just put that up.
So you want me to give access to Shilpa ji as well? Shall I give?
No, that's okay. That's all
I
right.
will present it. No problem.
Okay.
She has it with her.
Is everybody able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. This is about inner child therapy. Can I go to the next screen? The inner child represents the part of us that holds our earliest emotional experiences, memories, needs, and beliefs. It is shaped by moments of joy. Just a minute. I think it went too ahead. I think, can you pull in the next one? It is shaped by moments of joy, curiosity, love, as well as by experiences of guilt, neglect, fear, rejection, and unmet needs. Even as adults, this part of us continues to influence us about how we try to relate to ourselves, others, and the world around us. Can I have the next PPT? When the inner child feels safe and nurtured, it shows up as playfulness, creativity, emotional openness, and self trust. When it carries unresolved wounds, it may express itself through anxiety, people pleasing, self criticism, emotional reactivity, or difficulty with boundaries. Often these patterns are not flawless, but protective strategies learned early on in life. The next one, please. Inner child work is a therapeutic approach that focuses on recognizing, validating, and caring for these younger parts of ourselves. Rather than judging emotional responses, this work invites curiosity and compassion, asking what this part needs instead of what is wrong. Through awareness, emotional regulation, and intentional self soothing, we begin to repair the relationships with ourselves. The next one, Rati. Healing the inner child does not mean reliving the past, but gently integrating it. Integrating of the inner child is the process of consciously welcoming and incorporating younger emotional parts of ourselves into the present day awareness. Rather than suppressing or fixing those parts, integration focuses on building a compassionate, trusting relationship with them. This allows the past experiences to be acknowledged without overwhelming the present. Through integration, the adult self learns to recognize emotional responses as meaningful signals rather than disruptions. Feelings such as fear, shame, anger, or longing are understood as expressions of unmet needs from earlier stages of life. By responding with attunement, reassurance, emotional regulation, the nervous system begins to experience safety where it once experienced threat. Integrating inner child work supports healthier boundaries, improved self worth, and greater emotional flexibility. As these parts feel seen and valued, creativity, spontaneity, and joy naturally re-emerge. The individual begins to respond to life from a grounded adult presence rather than from unprocessed emotional wounds. Signs that your inner child needs healing: unexplained anxiety, low self worth, feelings of inadequacy, difficulties with setting healthier boundaries, emotional reactivity to trivial issues, avoidant and disassociated behaviors, addictive behaviors to numb emotions, self sabotaging behaviors, complicated relationships, issues with trusting self and others, difficulties to feel safe in relationships, people pleasing behaviors, avoiding conflicts under all costs, abandonment issues, being hypervigilant to tonal and mood changes, incapable of having fulfilling relationships. Inner child wounds can can narrowly be put into a few boxes, such as abandonment or rejection. That is the fear of being alone or the fear of not feeling wanted. There is a feeling of betrayal or mistrust, criticism or shame. So criticism can be also be broadly said has external criticism and internal criticism. Neglect and worthlessness, that is feeling invisible and unimportant, but at the same time, they are forever crying for love, for care, longing for care, love. And, they just want, this is the reason why most of the people get into people pleasing behaviors because of their feeling of neglect and worthlessness. In a relaxed state, the bridge between the conscious and the unconscious mind opens. It is here that we can access our inner self, gently work with what arises, and integrate our best versions, allowing us to live a fuller, a more grounded, enriched life. Okay, this is about me. So, I work as a mental health coach and a counselor, and I do shadow work. I'm NLP certified. I've been doing NLP from the past 12 years. And of course, I see the Akashic records and I read them for others. And I am also a practitioner of Reiki from when I was 16, that is more than 25 years now. And Tao healing, these are the parts which actually helped me with my profession, because as it gives the sensitivity, the spiritual side of it gives us the more sensitive feeling, because we tend to absorb more and we tend to understand the person more and his problems more. So even though you are just a mental health coach, there's more than the senses that we see in a person. It's just not the physical presence of a person. I think all of us over here will agree. It's just in the physical presence, but beyond a person's physical presence, there are other, senses that we understand and grasp, which helps us treat the person well. So, being a mental health coach, as you know, there are a lot of people come with a lot of problems. Here, we are talking about people who do not need any kind of medical help. But what I've seen in my experience is a lot of people, they have no idea whether they need medical help at that particular point. Medical health does not necessarily mean to be on, high psychotic, psycho drugs or anything like that. Generally, a lot of people are in depression, minor depressions, and they spend years being stuck in a place, unable to gather themselves and do something. Or they might be having low moments in their life when they don't know how to describe that, and they think, okay, something is wrong with me, or let me go find out somewhere. But one of the first places where we need to ask help is to look within ourselves and find out what actually is wrong for me and how can I get a solution. That is when you need to go to a counselor or to a doctor to find out what actually is wrong. Am I feeling okay right now? If I'm not feeling okay, why is it that I'm not feeling okay? So I help to discern the difference between people who need medical help and not medical help. So this is what I do. And of course, I'm a mindfulness coach. So I help people understand the different characters, the shadows, the archetypes of a person, and how they can, come over things and live their lives. Thank you. Over to Rati.
Thank you, Shilpa. So, along with inner child therapy and healing, why and how sound supports this? So, there is a lot of work that happens when you go through inner child healing, and it's a language that comes from within, and it's a process. And when the process is heavy, this is precisely where the sound healing comes in at this level, because it creates a kind of a safe space for you to for your body to ground, for your body to feel safe. And the frequencies of the bowls really help you soften the experience and gently take it forward, so that your body relaxes and your inner child feels like, this is a safe space for me to surface, and it isn't forced, it is very gentle, and it's a safety signal basically for your nervous system. That's what the sound bowls create. And also it also bypasses overthinking, because when you start listening to the frequencies of the sound bowls, they gently make you feel like you're in a lullaby. You're being put into a nice deep state of relaxation without much doing. So it kinds of attunes you to your own body. And also it helps you, a lot of us hold a lot of emotions, and a lot of these emotions arise when you are doing an inner child healing for yourself. So this sound frequency helps you regulate those emotions. It helps you move through these emotions safely without being overwhelmed or over flooded. It prevents you from mentally shutting down because it's too much for you to handle. So it gently holds you in that safety space. And also when these bowls are, I'll talk about why these bowls are used and certain specific bowls are used. When you use these bowls, each bowl is tuned to a different frequency and different types of chakras that align with your body. So it helps you align with your heart chakra also. We have a bowl that opens up your heart chakra. It really encourages the love and compassion for yourself to surface, so that the inner child does feel seen and heard and welcomed, and your inner child experience is more immersive and transformative rather than just surface level. So that is how the bowls help. It also helps in anchoring you. We have a bowl that is for grounding. When we strike the bowls for grounding, it helps the participants to feel calm. There is no emotional overwhelm, there is no emotional crash. It helps you feel grounded, and you don't feel like, once you're done with the inner child workshop, you don't feel overwhelmed or heavy. You really feel light, and that transformation that happens from within really comes to the surface, and you feel like, yes, I can take this forward after this transformation has happened. So about the bowls, I have a set of bowls I would like to show you. So this is called a belly bowl. So when this belly bowl is usually played during a session, it is tuned to your lower chakra frequencies. So it really feels like, you're being in a lullaby. You're part of it. Takes you back to your mother's womb when you're playing, when these frequencies are played from the belly bowl. And it is part of your root chakra, your solar plexus chakra, and it is all earth based vibrations. So when this belly bowl is played during a session, it is the first thing it does is to ground you. So it is the earth based vibrations that help you in grounding. And next, when we play the heart bowl, this is your heart centered chakra, and it is a bridge between your emotional and mental and physical states. So this is like a bridge. So when this is played, your heart center opens, you're open to welcoming your emotions, the balance happens, and it's a very beautiful sound that comes and it goes through the entire body, and each frequency lights up every cell in the body. So we say, sound travels faster in water. So our human body is made up of 70% water. So when the bowls are played, the frequencies travel at a much greater and much deeper level in our bodies. And this is called the universal bowl. This is tuned to your higher chakras, your crown chakra and your aura. So when we do the aura cleansing and strengthening during the start and finish of any session, we usually use the universal bowl to cleanse as well as strengthen the body. So this really helps in finally aligning and closing all your chakras in a balanced way. So finally we have something called a lamniscate that we do on everyone. So we take the universal bowl and it is played in an infinity on every person lying down. So when we do that, we align all the chakras, we balance all the chakras after the session, and your aura field gets activated and sealed. So that is the beauty of the universal bowl. Other than that, we also have something called, the white sounds, the sounds that help you relax at the start of a session. I will just show you one sound like that. So this is called a rain stick. So as you can see, this is a very beautiful instrument. When we play at the start of any session, it helps you relax and go into a rhythmic state of breathing and relaxation, and all participants are able to relax without doing much. They don't have to concentrate too much on breathing. They don't have to focus on doing certain types of meditation. Nothing. All you need to do is lie down and listen to the sound frequencies, and you automatically go into a deeper state of relaxation. So like I said, using these bowls creates a full spectrum of healing for you, from all your chakras to from the top chakras to your root chakra. Everything gets aligned. And so adding sound healing to the inner child workshop was to these two beautiful modalities can help align every individual in the most deepest and transformative way. So that is the reason we, Shilpa and me, wanted to work together to bring this to you, so that everybody can experience it and see what kind of transformations can occur within you. Sometimes it's unconscious, sometimes it's conscious. So I think that is one of the things that I wanted to say. And a little bit about me. I'm an advanced sound healer. I'm a Reiki healer. I also do Akashic reading, and I do a lot of energy work with couples as well through sound, to help them balance, to help them align, especially couples who have issues with the connection. Bowls really help align this connection with couples, and during couple therapy this really aligns their body work, mind work, emotional work all together. So that is a little bit about me. the forum can be opened for questions.
I'm audible. Am I audible now? I'm not sure if I'm audible. Thank you so much.
She's already got a lot of, at least 50% of the information is already there on hand regarding staying and what program to do on that. Why don't we sit together at the earliest? We'll ask her to come to that Jeevan Vimananda thing.
Am I audible? Swati or Rati, anybody, am I audible?
Yes, you are, Rameshji. You're
Okay,
audible.
Right. First of all, thank you so much, Rati ji and Shilpa ji. That was a very interesting introduction. I do have some questions, but if anybody else has any questions, please do ask.
Namaste. I just wanted to know whether both the things have to administer for each of the thing, or you decide on the modality of the treatment.
We are bringing this together. This is both, we are bringing both together to give you a enhanced, of what should I say, an enhanced movement, a travel, or what can I say, a scenario where you can integrate both the stuff together and give you a good result. That is what we are trying to do here. So what we are using both the sound and this, so that it's with the senses, right? Sounds is with the senses, with the hearing senses, and the inner child is going to be within yourself. So it just enhances your experience. Otherwise, it has to be only done. It can be done without anything at all. It can be done just by putting you into a relaxed state right now. But this works better. That's the reason we are incorporating both of this modalities.
Okay. What will be the duration of the session? Normal?
So right now we are doing it for 6 hours, from morning 11 to evening 6.
So it also depends on the kind of inner child healing or the sound healing that you require. Sometimes if it's just for relaxation and just a surface level understanding of what your inner child wants, the session duration, especially for a one-on-one session, would be lesser. But if you want like a group session, it is a slightly deeper, we would want a deeper transformative experience. So that is the reason we give that many hours, because it's a lot of inner work that happens. So you need time to process that one step at a time, like baby steps. And we hold that space for you to do that.
Okay. Since it's long hours, like you said, to do the thing, everything, just one session will be enough, or the repetition is needed?
That is for you to decide how you feel. It is once you only get into this mode of awareness, only then you will understand what more you can do with this. It's like, for example, say one session of meditation, is it enough for you? No, right? Same way, you just have to know how much you can go within and how much you want to uncover. It's up to you whether you want to go deeper, or what else would you want to know. I mean, it is work that has to be done. Inner work doesn't end in a day. Inner work takes time. So this is like uncovering something which you never knew existed before. And it also gives you the freedom to do it. Maybe you will always look within. Now, once you uncover this, you'll be like, okay, it's something like something is hidden with a cover. Now we are trying to do is remove the cover. so that you have access. So next time in your life, again, when you feel something is bothering you, you can think about, looking, opening that up and looking, is this what is bothering me, or is it something else? So this entire thing is a process. It is just not like, chalo, I'll do one session and it is done. It is not like that. It is like, it's the way we take you through it. So actually, the entire day is filled with events. So it's one step after the other, as Rati has just told. It is slowly uncovering it and getting and making your entire consciousness go within and see how it feels there. So until you experience it, I think you'll be the best person to tell us once you experience it.
That's great. In the end, can you share the contact details either here or with Swati? Thank you.
Yes, we will.
Now, Meera ji had a question, and she said she's driving. If you're able to speak on the audio, Meera ji, please do ask. Okay, I think she's not able to speak.
I have other people also, Ramesh, in the car.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's why, yeah. Maybe,
Okay.
I can ask them later, take the number and do that.
Right, got it.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So my question was, I understand the huge importance of healing, especially in the modern context, where we don't have that many avenues to heal our inner child. The very concept of inner child itself is not, most people are not aware of it. But I do know through various training processes that as we grow up, we have very powerful experiences that shape our inner child. The first time we were unloved, maybe the first time we felt like a sense of being rejected or lost, or whatever it may be. And what I understand from the kosha, from the kosha perspective.
Ramesh ji, we lost you. We are not able to hear you.
Sorry, come again, please.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. Are you able to hear me now? Right. Okay. So it is these. I understand these koshas get damaged, and when that happens, when many of us develop compensatory behavior practices, like you mentioned, being very overtly nice or being overtly anxious and so on. So just by these sounds, when you play these prayer bowls, does it basically tune all the chakras in such a way that it starts healing? How does it work? Or is it through a very specific instructions where you guide people through certain thought processes, certain paths? How is it done?
Yeah, so what happens is when we have these emotional build up and whatever we suppress as we grow, we take these things unconsciously, consciously, whatever. But when the bowls are played with certain protocols, we do have certain protocols on how to play the bowls for every individual in a certain way. So even the chakra bowls are played along the chakras, and the therapeutic sound bowls are also played in a certain protocol where we take care of the entire alignment of the body. So when you as a seasoned healer will be able to understand based on the vibration of the bowl how much the body is absorbing the frequency. So the more the body absorbs, that means the more healing the individual needs. So that happens when you do like a one-on-one session for a deeper understanding of how much of healing and transformation you need and how many sessions may be required. That said, when you do it as a group experience, you experience it as a holistic experience. It's to put it as in layman's terms, it's like just once when you go to a gym to understand how that workout will work for you. You see, you feel good, you don't feel good, you want to carry it forward. Similar to that, you have to experience it, because you need to feel the frequencies in your body for you to understand what is happening. So sometimes 1 or 2 sessions, your body just starts to bring the emotions to the surface with the sound vibrations. For some people, the very first sound experience itself brings out a lot of emotions for them, and they start to heal from day one. Some people, it takes day 5, day 6, day 10. Then their body learns to relax, because years and years of build-up of all these emotions get stuck. And sometimes it's so heavy, the individual is not able to even express themselves. But the sound bowls allow them to gently release all of it, even without them talking. And it does, when you just spoke about the koshas, it also enters all the koshas at the cell level to help you release and ease your body.
Now, suppose we just chant, say, Om or certain mantras. Does it have a similar effect, or do the bowls have some kind of are they some kind of catalysts to enhance the effect of the healing?
Yes, it is a catalyst. It is a catalyst to enhance the effect of the healing. We do add chanting during our sound bath sessions, which is required, and we also give, when we work with clients, we also give them homework to do certain chanting, because when they are away from the bowls, they need to keep up the vibration of their body. So we do give them chanting as homework, nature walk, hugging a tree, to experience the deeper benefits of post therapy.
Thank you. And one last question was, how do you do a nature walk effectively? Because I've also been told to do that. Is there any specific
Okay.
way in which you do a nature walk?
So, Rameshji, nature walk can be done in 2 to 3 ways. One is, if you're able to find grass, that's the easiest way to walk barefoot. Second is, when if you're able to have access to a garden that has pebbles on the floor. So when you walk barefoot on the pebbles, one step at a time. Say, if it's maybe a size of 30 feet by 30 feet area of pebble stones, you take one step at a time and take at least 20 to 25 minutes to complete that walk. What it does is, it activates all the pressure points on the soles of your feet and brings out emotions, and you really align with what is happening in your body. So that is one of the, and you have to do it early in the morning in silence and just with yourself. And you take that walk slowly barefoot. You really will be, surprised to see the kind of emotional, alignment that happens with you post finishing that walk. Your walk, you may have some, you may experience some leg pain, some pains in the sole till you finish that walk. But post that, you really feel relieved. You feel a lot of release. And post walking, you can do a hugging of a tree to help you balance the experience.
One more question cropped up in the context of walking on grass.
Yeah.
It is, as I mentioned, we'll be shortly moving into our new home, and it's on the third floor. We have a courtyard next to the bedroom where we're going to have real grass. So suppose I walk on that grass, which is on the third floor. Will I get the grounding that I would get if I walk on the grass on the ground floor?
So, yeah, it is always advisable, although it is a living creature that is there even on the third floor, but it is advisable to be more connected to Mother Earth. So, if you are able to have access to some kind of ground floor space where you can walk, that is even more transformative.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we can go ahead with the next section. Ramamaniji was saying she was thinking about chakra meditation. Right. So I don't see anything more in the chat. Yeah. is there anything else? Are we going to be having a kind of experiential meditation session now, by any chance?
We won't have an experiential meditation now, but we have something planned next month, and I have put the link to it. So, whoever wants to join and benefit from this workshop, I would kindly request you to please do join us and have this immersive experience with Shilpa and me, and we would really be happy if you could come and join us. Thank you all.
For the invitation, and it will also be lovely if we can arrange for the benefit of all of us too, and for yourselves. The school of ancient wisdom. I don't know whether you've been there in person, but the school of ancient wisdom is a beautiful environment, very spiritually conducive as well. We have a lovely hall and place for 100 people to stay. So it'll be lovely to have a weekend workshop there if possible. Also, an idea.
It would be our pleasure, Rameshji. We would love to do that.
Yes, definitely. Because I think, everyone gives themselves, these days a movie, another stroll in the mall, another, aimless stroll in Malleshwaram, Jainagar, But I think we should just take our time and look within. And I think that solves all the trips to the malls and all the search everywhere. And because what this gives us is beyond anything else that gives you through any form of sense, sense satisfaction, whether it is by hearing or eating or anything. I mean, this has to be. You see, these days, I'm very happy to see that there's a lot of bhajan clubbing that is happening. Yes, that is a very awesome experience with all the youngsters who are doing this. But another step inside would be, of course, it is a step towards within. So this again is something that can be experienced and uncovered. It just makes you understand, oh, I was looking for answers outside. Well, I had the answers within. And this is what inner child does. And it's just one step going within. I mean, as you all know, you're all practitioners of the divine. So I think you could have also understood that the depth is really, really, really infinite. And this is one step within ourselves that we have to take. It is something that you have to experience to actually feel, what I'm trying to say. This is something that you can give to yourself. Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, I think it's an investment for one's own self, which is good for us.
Yes.
So, yeah, because I always have done that throughout my life, and I've done with for my children also. So these are not, it is for growing up and then, what shall I say, healing ourselves and also become much, clearer, better also. So it's an investment that we owe it to ourselves. So taking care of ourselves is really a good idea than like what Shilpa said, that walking in Jainagar or Malleshwaram or whatever, or even to a movie or whatever. But this is really a good investment for ourselves. Become the closest. We can request their club president to invite this lady. Hello?
I think these audios on, background audio. Right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Mira. That's correct. Yes. Definitely. I think when we come over here for these satsangs, many times, you
Rameshji, again we lost your audio.
not be too different. But I think the reason we come here is to revisit this space, this ontological space, where we touch upon these vibrations, and when we all come together as a group, the vibrations are much stronger. They're felt more easily, and that raises our consciousness. It's like practicing on raising our consciousness, and so this kind of inner child work, definitely for me, I've experienced it also. it definitely uplifts us. It can uplift us in a maybe a permanent way as well. Not only healing, but opening up new dimensions that we didn't know existed within, and that is what is very a wonderful thing to look forward to. So it'll be lovely to have experiential workshop, because we did have inner child workshops before as well, and each time they've taken us to a different level. Yes. Yeah. So, any more questions, anybody? Well, definitely. Thank you for the link, Rati ji and Shilpa ji. For those who are interested, please do consider. And also, I think as far as we are concerned, yes, your contact number would definitely help.
We'll be sharing everything right away. And someone's asked for, Ramamani ji has asked for, is it possible to share a challenging case study? Yes, I have one case which I had to use NLP, and first it started with general counseling, because the doctors had given up on the person, and then it went ahead with NLP. And then I realized that as we were walking through, I put the person into inner child, and that's when we got the breakthrough. So this person was around 56 years old. He was suffering from tremendous gas, and he's he was a very health conscious person, so he wasn't eating any junk or anything. He was just on millets or very limited bowled sized eating, diet size eating and everything. But he was just not able to get over this constant pain in the stomach and constant gas, and which stopped him from going to work. So this was this serious, because he would be constantly burping, or he would constantly have gas, and he found it so difficult that he had to leave work. So when this happened, they went through all the alternative therapies, and they had tried Ayurveda, and it worked for some time. Then again, it didn't. So finally, they came to me, and as we were going through all the processes, it so came up that this person, when they had shifted to their new house when he was a child, and there were no other houses around his house, and during that time, there would be people who would actually, I think they were thieves, they would come and knock at the windows. And this person had completely forgotten that aspect. So he was a 6 or 7 year old child then. And that had caused him so much of fear within himself that after 50 years, it's come up. So during the process, when this happened, he had such a release that as practitioners, we also feel we understand which point in the body they're facing it. And I had there was a reflection of what he was feeling within me too, so I knew what he was talking about. And after the post the session happened, and it took probably a week or so. He went into, of course, purging, which happens after any kind of cleansing. For 2 days, he had loose motions, and he had diarrhea. And then after that, all his symptoms just relaxed. And of course, there were follow-up sessions which I had to do with NLP, which got him out of the situation. And then he was completely free. He got off all allopathic drugs. He got off all Ayurveda, everything. So after this, what happened? I think this was it was something unexpected. That what was manifested then when he was 7 years old, finally, thought about coming up in his life at 50 years old, for which he had to stop working also. Yeah. So this was a crazy, challenging study. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Shilpa ji. So if you have any more questions, please do ask. I believe we've now come to the end of our satsang today. It was a very nice introduction to inner child, which we must explore in due course. Okay, there are no more questions. So we come to the last part of our satsang. But before that, on behalf of the School of Ancient Wisdom, Rati ji and Shilpa ji, thank you so much. It was lovely hearing what you had to say, and I think you make a nice team. I really feel that this is something that more people should know. In fact, if you look at our community right now, especially with all the stress of modern living, a lot of inner child work is required. And I feel literally that it should happen, especially in schools and with parents, because that becomes a starting point, and they should not in turn transfer the pain to the children, or the compensatory practices to the children. So it is very, very crucial. I wish we spread this message. People like you should spread the message of what this is and how it can be done far and wide. So thank you so much. And also looking forward to having a session with you all. The bowls sound very powerful. I've been energized well with your subtle awareness, I'm sure. So on that note of gratitude, let us all sit straight with our back, neck, and head aligned for the Loka Samasta. A powerful collective group prayer, which I've amazingly experienced the benefit of. Just think of your loved ones or those in your community, anyone who you know who might need healing. Think of their name. You can visualize their face, and or any situation that they may have as well. Like, for example, I'm going to be doing my house puja next week, next Thursday and Friday. So I'll visualize that. And or you can think of what ailment they're going through. Is it a health ailment? Is it a relationship issue? Is it a financial issue? Many common areas of karmic lessons that one might go through in life. Think of that and what healing you want for them. In this Loka Samasta, as we do the Loka Samasta, that healing will reach them invisibly, and it works. It actually works. At the same time, send out healing to the world at large. Let truth and love and wisdom prevail. So sit straight so that the energies flow through you well. Back, neck, and head aligned is an indication. Take a nice deep breath. And let go. Enter yourself to the silence within. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Once again, thank you so much, Shilpa ji and Rati ji. And
Pleasure. Thank you for having us here.
it's a pleasure.
Thank you for having us. So grateful for the opportunity. Thank you.
Pleasure is ours too. And we'd love to have a proper offline session at the school. It would really be amazing.
Definitely. We should.
So, yes, I think we should discuss with Swati. And till the same time, same place next week, when Swati will take the session because I wouldn't be around next week, as I mentioned, because we're doing the house puja. I'll see you all week after next. So till then, take care and God bless. Anyway. Most welcome, Rati and Shilpa.
And congratulations on your housewarming.
Thank you so much for your blessings. Swati? Yeah, we may all leave the meeting.